Let's go now to the Achimota Forest, where the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources is currently addressing the press.
Of Lands and Natural Resources, together with the Forestry Commission, are taking journalists around to really see what the Achimota Forest is like, and for us to better understand the situation at hand, to know exactly which of the areas are being reclassified. So, thanks for joining us. This is the news desk. Fortunately, I have with me here the CEO of the Forestry Commission, Mr. John Alote. He's been taking us around to show us exactly what the forest looks like. Mr. Alote, thank you so much. What are we doing now? You can better explain for us.
Yes, at the Forestry Commission, the Forestry Commission is an institution mandated to manage the forest and wildlife resources in Ghana. And then we've been receiving a lot of, calls from various media, institutions to know about the forestry, the Achimota Forest. So we decided that today, 10 o'clock, you should all come, and then we will go through the forest, Achimota Forest, so that you have, first-hand, information, and then see for yourself what developments are happening.
So for those who are watching, where are we? How can they appreciate what we're doing?
We are right in the middle of the Achimota Forest. We started from the headquarters. We went through where we have the nursery. We came to the areas that we developed in 2017, planting trees, and then we are, this area was planted in 2017, where we've made deliberate effort to plant trees in the forest, so you can see them yourself what we have been doing here. We have the youth in afforestation workers working here to plant trees. Virtually the most part of the Achimota Forest is made up of shrubs, and then since 2017 we have been planting trees here. You can see the way the trees are arranged in an array. It means that there was they were planted, they didn't grow themselves.
So for the one we saw, someone was asking, does it go throughout, or it just gets where?
It goes throughout to the end, and as we move along, you see the other lanes.
So, what kind of trees are we planting here?
Oh, we have eucalyptus, we have Mandalia, you have this what's the name, mahogany. We have different species here.
All right. Thank you. Does this include the area which is under contention?
CEO will get back to you after there will be a comprehensive brief on that.
We are showing the whole of the Achimota Forest. You can see for yourself. You can see the trees there, and then you can see the signages.
There's a lot of CC.
Thank you very much. So we are still here, still with the team that is monitoring. Keep up with us. Let's run you through what's happening.
Honorable Minister planted on the 23rd of March 2021, so you can have a look at it. And then these are in 2017.
That was the launch. So you have the Deputy Minister.
Yeah. So what kind of trees are these?
This is Malana, this is mahogany.
Okay. So we're still watching how it is. The minister planted a mahogany tree here on 23rd of March 2021. That's what you're seeing in your shot now. It was the launch of the 2021 Green Ghana. This was a symbolic thing they did to kickstart the whole project. So we're still here walking through the Achimota Forest to help you understand what is happening here, so you can also be well informed when you are engaging in your discussion. The Deputy Lands Minister, Mr. Benito Wusubio, is still here. You see one that was also planted by Mr. John M. Alote, the Chief Executive himself. That's what is in your view here. That's mahogany. Let's see if we can get the Deputy Minister to do one or two things. Mr. Bio, thank you very much. Good morning. So we are all here. I mean, let us understand what you see here.
What we are seeing is a deliberate effort by the Forestry Commission to densify the trees in the forest, because the original landscape now, forest landscape that you see, is made up of more of shrubs, and that does not reflect a true forest. So we are deliberately introducing some indigenous and also some I would say economic other trees, so that at least we would help with the biodiversity of this particular forest. I always say that when you see a forest that you cannot easily even see through or even try to walk through, then it's not a forest, because then it's just shrubs. Yes, that is it. Okay.
So
good.
In terms of, I mean, I read that you have a huge forest than this one. Going through it, you think you still stand by your that you have a forest which is bigger than here?
Oh yes, I do.
Wow.
I do. It's at Juaso. If you want, I can take you there.
Okay,
Juaso, that is it's called the Dome Forest Reserve, and I have planted compartment 21, 15, 16. Yes,
Okay.
each of them is 128 hectares.
So with that experience, why did we take that long time in planting trees in this forest reserve?
Oh, I would say that some of us, as we were doing our own thing at a particular time when we were not in a position to be able to carry the institutions and then the ministry along, there was nothing we could do so much. But now that we have been given the opportunity to serve in the ministry, we have brought our experience and our hobby to bear on the work that we do. So this, it was in collaboration with Sir John, the late Sir John, that we came to start this particular introduction of more trees into the forest. And since 2017, it's an annual affair, and we've been doing it year on. And we are going to carry on with it until this whole forest actually become a forest and not, to me, shrubs.
Yes. Well, so people who are watching are interested and happy about what we're doing. But the question is, why are we then trying to say, okay, let's reclassify and give part of it to the old family? That's the major question.
I want you to understand that I am happy today. I've heard the Obu family on their own have even issued out a statement. Yes, we should understand when government takes land from a particular allodia on our families, and over years government does not pay compensation. Yes, then you and I know that is not lawful, and because the constitution states that compensation must be prompt, adequate, and then also timely. So once that is done, once that is the case, then the whole family, after several petitions and then also going through the necessary process, were right in demanding some compensation from all previous governments. Yes, we acted on previous concerns, previous reports by several committees that have been set up by previous government, and then to ensure that even if we are giving them the land, the right thing is done. The right thing is to ensure that if, let's say, we dig aside that portion that have been already returned to them, so that at least now they can have the full use and full benefit of it. But we just did not do that in isolation. But then we added the fact that they must ensure that whatever they do also will not disturb or affect the integrity of the existing adjoining forest.
So what
we are working through now for you to see the extent of the forest, for all Ghanaians to understand that there is no way we are going to give up this forest. Secondly, we do not intend to sell this forest as has been previously stated in the media. But then the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is ensuring that this forest is preserved, and what is left as the forest as we see now would be kept and then also intensified by reforesting it for future generations and for posterity. We'll be working, and then soon we will be entering the zoo. The zoo too have been brought here. There's no way where are we going to have the zoo? The zoo is going to be here. And there's the need for all this development to ensure that at least the ecology here is maintained. You've seen other trees over there. We have Onyina, that's a cyber tree, the one there that has also been introduced. This is also cyber. Yes, when we were kids, we used to call it in Kase tree.
There's more we'll talk about. So that was the Deputy Lands Minister, Mr. Benito Owusu-Bio there. He says he has a large forest, but we are here. We're still trying to understand how the Achimota Forest is like, for us to better educate you who is watching us. So Aisha, from the early stages, this is where we are. This is what we've seen. We are still here. Whatever we see, we'll let our viewers all around the world have it here on JoyNews. So Aisha, over to you.
Kojo Breeze over there with the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Earlier he spoke with the CEO of the Forestry Commission, telling us about how the forestry, the Achimota Forest looks like, the controversial Achimota Forest. We'll take a break on JoyNews Desk. We'll bring you more in business.